Hello and welcome back to My Own Worst Enemy, where we are about to start turn number 4. The Battle of Bee Ridge across 5 Aprils from Victory Games. It is 12 noon, as you can see, and we are ready to go. Let's see what is going to happen next. I will pull make sure these are nice and random. I'll pull a chit from the cup, and let's see what happens. And the first chit we pull is the Confederate Combat Phase chit. Interesting. So, well, we have 2 potential areas in the east and the west here. And remember, that's from the map. East is here, west is here. So let's begin down here near Leetown. Okay, so the question, of course, is, do the Confederates want to attack or not? So we have one unit. That's only one brigade there, one brigade there. We do have artillery sitting back here. And per the rules, line of sight exists in this case because there is a clear hex here and a wooded hex here. And as long as one of those hexes is clear, you have line of sight. So I could bombard with this unit into this stack. Now, the only problem is the attack strength would be cut in half because you're more than one hex away. So I'm not sure that would be worth it. And this unit has an attack, if I can read it, I think it's a 6. Yeah, it looks like a 6. And the defense here would be a 4. That would put them on the 1-to-1 column. It would shift it down to the 1-to-2 because of the woods. And looking at the 1-to-2 column, they would need to roll a 4, 5, or 6 to hit. Although they are at a -1 morale, so it would have to be a 5 or a 6 to hit. That's not very good odds. And then at the if you always have to look at the defender's combat results table too. So on the 1-to-2 column, the Union with their +1 morale would have to roll. Basically, if they only miss if they would actually hit, because if they rolled a 1 and they'd get the +1, it would put them at 2. So yeah, they're guaranteed to hit here. So the Union's guaranteed to score a hit if the Confederates attack here. And the Confederates do not stand a very good chance of doing anything really to the... You know what? I'm going to do an automatic retreat. We're going to pull this guy. Is going to come back to here. And this guy is going to come back to here. And again, I can choose to advance into the vacated hexes, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave them right where they're at. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So again, combat in this game seems a little strange to me, the way I don't know if I like this automatic retreat thing, but I can see why you have to do it, because just for what we stepped through there, looking at the combat odds, it's like, I really don't want to attack here because I'm going to get clobbered on the return fire. So, all right, so let's go back out to the main map here. That was down here, the Leetown area. So we still have one more combat to look at up at Elkhorn Tavern. Let's zoom in there. Okay, it may be the same sort of thing here again. So we're looking at, this brigade has an attack value of 1. The one underneath it has an attack value of 2, so that's 3 versus 4 plus 4 is 8. So again, the odds here are not good at all. 3 to 8 would put them on the 1-to-3 column. Yeah, see, no way. It's not worth attacking here. So I'm going to do a retreat here as well. I'm going to bring this unit. It's just going to come back 1. This unit will come back to this artillery unit over here. And we will now go back to the main map. All right, that was interesting. So let's go ahead now and draw the next chit and see what we get. It is the first division. That is the orange division. So that is, where's the orange division? They're down here. Okay, so we have not drawn the Union combat chit yet, so that's something to remember. I think, honestly, what I'm going to do here is leave these two units in place and bring this one back to here. More of a defensive posture. Hopefully we can get these reinforcements up to assist holding back these Confederates. So I think that's all I want to do for the first division there. Let's draw another chit. I can grab one, and it is the Missouri State Guard. That is back up here, and as a reminder, there are two of these in the cup, so I could ignore this for now, but I don't think I want to do that. I think we're going to go ahead and play it through. So let's go ahead and take a look up there at how we might want to move those troops. All right, so, well, we have this unit over here, which we could move, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We could move him down to just outside of Union HQ. That feels a little odd to me, though, game-wise. It feels almost gamey to do something like that, knowing that you have these forces here. You haven't quite secured Elkhorn Tavern. I don't know if I want to do that. Then again, there are reinforcements potentially coming in. I think I'm going to move these two units. Let's see, that was an artillery. Yeah, so I'm going to move these two units back into Elkhorn Tavern. And this artillery unit can go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to move this artillery unit 1, 2, 3. Maybe we will consider bringing these forces down, and then this brigade can go 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. That I think that'll work. All right, let's go back out now to the main map. All right. Yeah. All right, let's do that and draw another chit. And we get the Union combat marker comes out now. Okay, well, the only place where potentially we could have combat is here. And well, let's zoom in and take a look. All right, so we're looking at potentially attacking. Well, again, we'd have to divide the attack because each enemy unit in the zone of control must be attacked. So here we would be looking at either a 4 or a 2 versus a 2. Not bad odds if this brigade attacks this brigade, and we can have this artillery bombard this stack. With a defense value of 12 and an attack value of 2. I don't think those are good odds, so I don't think we want to do that. Again, the automatic retreat is an option. We could pull them back to here. And I have to decide before I commit an attack. I can't attack here and then automatically retreat that artillery unit, so it's all or nothing at this point. And I can't go this way because he's now in the zone. He's created this zone of control hex here. The only way I could go is here. And I really don't want to attack. So I could, if I attack with the brigade here, it's still 12. It's 4 to 12. Those are horrible odds. Horrible odds. It's just, we're going to have to retreat and hopefully we can get some reinforcements up here. This is crazy. I'm just going to bring them back to here. Yeah, all right. Well, let's go back out to the main map. All right, and yeah, I'm not really thrilled with the way combat works in this game so far. Partly is due to my not knowing the system enough to know how I should be setting up for combat. That's part of the problem. But it's just the way the combat works in general. It's I just don't like the fact that it's so hard for the attacker to get the odds high enough to do anything. All right, well, let's go back to the chit cup and pull the next chit and see what we get. It is the chit that I can't read, McCulloch's Division. And that is down here. And I think the thing to do here is just continue advancing these units. Let's see. So this is a stack of 2 brigades. They can move 1, 2, and then this stack can move to here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's move this stack 1, 2. And this stack will just come up to, we'll come up to here. And this brigade will come in behind to here. We'll just have them back up both of those units in case it's needed. And that is all of McCulloch's division that we can move. Back to the chit cup. And we draw the 3rd Division, Davis. So that's the reinforcements that the Unions desperately need. I think these are both independents up here. So all of those units are here. And it's 2 brigades and an artillery piece. So the brigades are evenly matched, or even strength. They're 224s. Let's bring the artillery up first. 1, 2, 3. And then the brigade can go 1, 2, 3, 4. And this one can do the same thing. So they are rushing into Lee Town down there to help out best they can. We'll see how that works out. All right, back to the chit draw cup. And it is the Carr 4th Division. And that's the units up here, which we retreated from Elkhorn Tavern. I think I'm going to advance them back to Telegraph Road. So I'm going to move them up to here. And then, well, let's wait a minute here, because I still have this brigade. It's a very weak brigade, 114. Now let's go ahead and move those, like I said, to there. And this one can go, well, this is a road, so it's half one. I guess I can't move through that stack. Can I? I can. The rules say that I can move through a hex. So I could put him here or even here. And I do have a problem over here. So it's 1 to move into a clear space. I could go 1, 2 in an attempt to stop whatever's transpiring over here. And we still have reinforcements coming in over here. Let's do that. Let's move him. Or do we want to stay on the trail? We could go half, 1.5, 2.5, 3.5. I could move him here. He's not very strong, though. He's very weak. Honestly, I'm tempted just to leave him outside of... Let's do this. Let's move him up to here. So that's, half, 1.5, 2.5. He can certainly do that. Try to buy some time for these reinforcements to come up. And I think that will be it for the 4th Division. Back to the Chit Pool Cup. And we draw the Independents. Speaking of the reserve, finally. So the artillery and the cavalry, which I don't like the cavalry because I'm still not really sure what I should be using the cavalry for, other than maybe slowing down enemy units. So the artillery, let's see, it'd be a half. 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4. So you can certainly get up to here. Let's do that. Bring the artillery up to here. And then the cavalry. We can move 6. We can move a lot. He has no attack, though. His attack value is 0. His defense value is 1. Glass units. Breakable. I'm not really sure what to do with him. The only thing I can think of is where he's useful is if you can create a zone of control around your enemy such that if they have to move, it kind of hurts them to do so. And I don't think he can quite get to that point where it would do any good yet. Unless, well, I think we just need to bring him forward for now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I can get him all the way. Let's leave him just outside the Union HQ. So we're going to bring him up to here. And that will be the move for the Independence. Back to the Chit Cup. Can't be much left in here. It's McCullough's division again. We've already pulled that. And I think this one's got to be the other Missouri. Didn't we pull? Yeah, there it is. The other Missouri State Guards. So that will do it for turn number 4. Not a heck of a lot happening so far, other than the Confederates have taken Elkhorn Tavern, and I think they've got a pretty good hold on it for now. Potentially that's bad news because, like I said, at the end of the day, if they hold 2 of these victory locations, they will win the game. So we have got to hold them back from Leetown and Union HQ at a minimum. All right, so there you go. Thanks for watching, and come back to see what happens in turn number 5.